Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Malin Trout here again with another beautiful micro stakes gameplay on PokerStars. I started this thing doing the Zoom games, but I've decided to go into the cash games because at least with the cash games, I'm able to run a HUD and try to get more profit off of it that way, as opposed to going in blind with every single decision that I make. So yeah, that's basically how this is going to unfold. So these are the micro stakes. I've had a terrible session today, just getting crushed, making terrible decisions left, right, and center. I don't like it by any means. Beautiful, beautiful flop here for Ace Jack of clubs, just absolutely binking it. And I'm just wondering, so he's 3-betting with a lot of hands. So I don't think he's folding quite yet when I raise to him, especially if he has a club in his hand. So I think a raise here is definitely suitable. Again, do I want to do it all the time? Definitely not. But here we run into the absolute nuts. He has aces. He's literally drawing dead. Beautiful, beautiful hand. Great way to start the session, picking it up, having our opponent drawing dead on the turn. Can't really ask for much with that, going all in with 98.2% equity in the hand. That makes me feel good. But yeah, today I've been having a totally losing session all day, and it's kind of hurt my ego, but with poker, you gotta always stay level-headed with this type of stuff and be able to make folds where they're absolutely necessary. I've had a couple of spots today where aces got crushed to like king 2 suited. That was one that really got to me. And then just some crazy fucking binker who made something happen with ace queen. He didn't raise pre-flop. I had kings. It was just a sick spot, honestly. Here we defended on the button. We have backdoor straight and flush opportunities, so I think we can profitably make a call here and see what he does on later streets. Okay, a 2 comes off. Really terrible hand for us now. We're pretty much drawing dead to a lot of stuff. We just need a jack to hit, and that's honestly it. So I don't think we're going to continue with the hand if he bets out again. Now he's tanking, which is very interesting. He's obviously thinking about something. He's a very aggressive player from what it shows. He's got 78. He has 78 hands recorded. So I mean, I'm gonna trust it. I'm not moving forward there. He could easily have aces, kings, queens. If he has queens, then we're in real bad shape, especially when the board pairs or whatever, and we're practically drawing dead anyway to a jack. So I like a fold there. To this right table, we don't have. It's not 6-handed, so I have to definitely adjust my opening ranges. Maybe make it a little looser. That's something that I'm really not comfortable with. Is when it goes from a 6-handed table to like 3-handed or 4-handed. I'm not really comfortable in those situations because my ranges, I feel like I should be loosening them up to reap profit. For instance, it's tough. My basic strategy here with here, let's just see. We have no stats on him. He makes it pretty big to call. I'm getting less than 2 to 1. I'm in position. I like my chances here. We don't know the opponent. You can arguably call here 100% of the time. Like, I'm not even saying you can't. We're in position too, which is beautiful, but I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm just going to fold until I get more information on him later on. Yeah. Perhaps we made a right fold, and the poker gods have graced us with the pocket aces here. I feel definitely good about this hand. And we're going to continue with it. He raises us. This is literally the same guy that raised us before. I'm sorry, but I think I'm just going to push it back into him and see what he does. He might think that we think he's doing this loose and he's just going to ship it on us, but it's a beautiful situation here, of course. He has kings, which is a major cooler. He binked the king. Pretty much, oh my god, and then I binked an ace. Holy fuck. You guys just literally witnessed God. God being on my side for once today. Oh my god, like, I literally hit a 2-outer. He hit a 2-outer on me, and then I hit a 2-outer on him. Crazy. Here, he posted, and then I raised, and then he called. This is a really dry board. I do have backdoor straight and flush opportunities, so I'm not completely dead on equity. So I'm going to be pushing forward here with a c-bet. It doesn't really hit his range a lot either if he has two overs, so he's probably going to be giving it up a lot of the time there. That hand actually right there with the aces versus kings, it really would have had me crushed. Like that's pretty much how I've been running all day, so it would really be like one of those spots where I'm just like, oh fuck, like this is one of the days that everybody talks about. But for the ace to roll off there, I feel like I'm graced, and you could tell by how I'm talking that I'm quite emotional right now because I really honestly was, and I know it's not healthy for poker. I know it's not, but you know, it's just nice to have some glimpse of sunlight at the end of the tunnel sometimes, you know, and I really appreciate it when it happens. Like I don't take it for granted, if that makes sense. So yeah, here we have King 10 off. We're definitely going to be defending if it raises, and we're going to be opening if it folds. Pretty standard here. King 10 is a beautiful hand. I tend to 3-bet light with hands like King Jack or King Queen when I'm in position, and even when I'm out of position to make squeeze plays. Those are like my bluffing type hands, King X, maybe Ace 10 suited as well, stuff like that. Ace Queen as well is somewhat of a bluffing 3-bet, but not really. So yeah, I definitely like pushing with hands like this, being more aggressive with them to really put these fish in tough spots, because it's strange, you know. Here, this guy limped, and ace-9 off is actually my open, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to raise it up to 8. Whenever somebody limps or posts, I treat it as nothing happens, so I just make the pot bigger and continue with that. I'm definitely going to play it as if I just raised. You know, I'm not going to have them think maybe it's BS. I'm going to play it as if it's just a 3x range. So here he posts again, so I'm going to make it 8. I don't see why not, you know. Some people may be deterred by this, but the reason I'm doing this is to give them the proper pricing so they don't just call with absolutely nothing, because it's way cheaper if they look at it. So yeah. Here we open ace queen off in the cutoff. I think we're going to actually call here. We're getting a really good price, honestly. And I guess we're set mining at this point. So we call out of position. I don't love it, but I think it's somewhat profitable. We're going to be giving up when he continuation bets here. Any low cards, if it would have been like 5, 4, 8, I would have done something about it. He checks back. He could easily do that with ace king, with an ace of clubs, so I'm just going to check to him. I don't really know much about him. His min raise pre-flop was kind of sick, you know. It was like, what the heck, right? Here I'm also going to defend with the pocket 3s, trying to set mine. This, you can arguably fold this. When he bets pot here, I'm just giving up. We do manage to hit a set. We're going to check it. Hopefully we're going to be check raising here and getting a big stack going. With my sets against fish, I just like to build the pot as quick as possible. I don't see what anybody's calling with unless he has a jack. Then he'll definitely make a call. They both fold. It's kind of unfortunate. I could arguably check there. There's really no reason for me to be betting there, but against fish, I like to kind of build the pot as quick as possible so that I could really be shipping for value at the end of it all. I don't know if that logic is properly sound, and I think it might definitely have some flaws with it. I'll look into it later. Not right now, though. Here with the pocket 4s, we're going to be opening. 8-10, wow, like, what is this? I was running so bad all day, and this type of stuff happens. We're just going to check, dude. We're just going to check. I thought I clicked fold here, but apparently I literally just timed out. Not really that cool. Very interesting spot here. They both call. I'm going to raise it up. Unless he has pocket 10s, I have the absolute nuts here, so I'm just going to raise it up now and hope they call with, like, ace 10. Because they do tend to not like to fold top pair. Like, that's what I've noticed. They're very sticky, these people. So I just got to make the pot big when I have the opportunity to, and hope that they call and get value from later streets in a proper way. He does find a call. They both find a call, actually. So I'm going to be betting here again. I literally have the nuts. I'm only breaking dead to a 10. I'm filming something right now. I'm filming right now. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think this guy is an 8 a lot of the time. He might have a flush draw, which makes this kind of sick. But yeah, I mean, if he raises, I hope he has ace 8, and I'm just gonna shit. He does fold. He probably had like ace 10 or something, and he gave it up. Maybe I should be checking back turn. Maybe I should have bet a little smaller there. It's always good to look into spots like that and consider. I definitely could have played that hand better, in my opinion. Looking over it now, I think I should have bet smaller or really try to put him on a hand, because it's kind of an awkward spot where I don't really know what I have a lot. And that's something that's going to give you a lot of leaks in your game, is not putting people on hands, and it's terrible. It's really terrible. You lose so much value when you don't do it. Here with the 8-9 off, we're going to be opening if it folds to us, and we're going to be folding if it opens to us. Definitely not a nice hand for me. With the ace-10 suited, we're going to be bumping it up, I think. I don't know if we want to just be flatting with this type of a hand. Okay, when... tough spot, tough spot. I'm really not sure about this, honestly. Should I just be flatting or raising? I think we'll just flat call. It's kind of really fishy, honestly. Here we're going to defend with 9-10 suited. Don't see why not. We have a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw. So if he bets, or he continuation bets, I'm going to find a lot of calls, actually. So, okay, another spade rolls off. Interesting spot. No king is folding. Wow, I'm literally running like Jesus right now. That's quite remarkable. I'm going to be defending here in position with king jack off. I'm going to check here. Yes, I'm recording something right now, so just thank you. I'm going to check here. I don't think he's checking back a lot of kings, and we have showdown value too, so we're going to call here. 9-10. We're going to check here with king jack. When jack rolls off, it's kind of a sick card. Like, we really don't make much. Oh, this is terrible run out for us. Let me think. So, what do you call? He doesn't have really a lot of 8s in his range, I don't think. Does he have a 9? Probably. Can we get more value? I think we're just going to call here. I don't think he's calling with worse. He has 8s, so we saved money there by not doing anything retarded. King jack, we're just going to give it up. It doesn't hit our board at all, and it's terrible, so we're just going to give that to him. Perhaps I played this hand a little weak. Honestly, I don't think I did. When he checks back, I think we could profitably just give up. I mean, this board is terrible for us in all regards, so don't see a reason to continue. I'm also going to be playing extremely tight in the small blind. I've learned that playing out of position has been a major leak of mine, so I'm going to be a lot tighter with that. Yeah. I'm just thinking about that 9s hand. I think I played it pretty poorly, in all honesty. I'm not really sure. I'm definitely going to look at that hand later, because I think I did play it poorly. I think I played it way too passively and should have been more aggressive with it. I'm going to be racing here with ace-10 suited on the button. Perfect hand to be doing this with in position. Standard AF. What's not going to be standard is when he shoves. I'm going to be putting a really sick spot. Here I'm going to be betting. We have nut flush draw, king, high board. Literally going to be c-betting this so much of the time. Let's see, Peppa. Okay, well, should we be flatting here or shipping? I mean, he's pretty much pot committed. Do we get off with it? Tough spot. I mean, do we call and fold? I think we'll just call one street, see what happens. And ace binks, so we're obviously not folding now when he shoves. We're going to be opening here. King 4, not a good spot for us. And we bink it on the river. Obviously, when an ace hits, I'm not folding. He could have king queen there so much of the time. He has king 4, which is quite sick, but, it's pretty standard. This is a really scary board, actually, but I think